So let's talk about the Lambda function, which is a more concise way to create functions. Here we have an example. In a single line, we are able to create a function. Here we basically create a function to add stem to a number. We are adding 10 to x, and it's the same function as this function here. Okay, this function and this function do the same thing. They add 10 to a number. Let me run the code and you will see. Okay, I will create a variable a, which is equal to y sum, and I will use 5 as an example. Then I will print a here, okay? And you will see that the result will be 15 because we are adding 10 to 5. Here we have 15 as the result. And I will create a variable b, which will be, I will call the sum x function here, and I will use 7 as a parameter. And I will just print b. Let's run the code. As you can see, both functions do the same thing. They add 10 to a number. But the Lambda function is a more concise way to create a function because we can create a function in a single line. The only problem with the Lambda function is that you can only use Lambda for functions with single expressions, which are expressions you write in a single line of code. With the regular way to create functions using the define, you can have multiple expressions. For example, I can print something here, also here. I can write multiple expressions. I can also create a variable here, x variable equals 23, and I can print this variable. And then when I call this function here, it will run all these lines of code. Let me run the code here for you to see. So as you can see, it printed something here, something also here. It also printed the x variable. So this is a function with multiple expressions. But with the Lambda function, we are not able to do this. We can only use Lambda for simple expressions. If I try, for example, to use a print here, print something here, I will run the code and you will see that the print is, it prints, but the print statement is not inside the function. It's outside the function. So it's the same thing as doing this. Okay? Because, yes, I used the semicolon here. But even if I delete the semicolon, it will not work. Invalid syntax, as you can see here. If I use just a column, it will also not work. As you can see, another error here. That's because we can only use Lambda with simple statements. We can have more than a single parameter with the Lambda function. For example, we can add another parameter here, and we can just sum x plus y plus 10, and it's possible. I will change here, and then I will add y. So now it will basically add 5 to 7 and the result to 10, and return the sum of these three numbers. Okay, so let me run the function. 22. Okay, so we can have multiple parameters, but the function must have a single expression, and that's how the Lambda function works. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.